As the vile parade of globalist communances step off their private jets in Sharm el-Sheikh for the latest taxpayer-funded luxury COP27 pedo convention, British taxpayers are met with the wonderful news that the principal topic on the agenda is climate reparations. And guess whose pockets these reparations are going to come out of? That's right, yours. Just like everything else, the climate crisis is Britain's fault, apparently, even though we produce only around 1% of the world's carbon emissions. Apparently, it's incumbent upon us to stump up the bill for loss and damage payments to countries badly affected by climate-related disasters, because of our distant British ancestors' role in colonialism and the Industrial Revolution or something. I mean, my ancestors were Irish, and yours are probably Bolivian for all I know. With over half a century of mass uncontrolled immigration into this country, radically transforming the demographic, there is no Britain left. Britain is now just the world's landfill site, a dumping ground for all the human detritus that's been rejected by their own country of birth. The Britain of today and its eclectic population has absolutely no connection to the Britain of the past and cannot be held accountable for its alleged misdeeds. Nonetheless, good old Rishi Sunak has pledged to spend £11.6 billion of British taxpayers' money on international climate finance to help developing countries limit and manage the alleged impacts of climate change. This comes as crooked, perma-smirking Chancellor Jeremy Hunt has signed off £35 billion in cuts to public spending in the UK and £25 billion in tax hikes for British workers. We're paying out billions to support the war effort in Ukraine, billions to improve infrastructure in Albania to try to reduce the mass exodus of that country to our shores. We're spending billions on all sorts of other foreign aid scams, whilst people in Britain, mired in a cost of living crisis, can't afford food or home heating. And what about China, responsible for an estimated 27% of the world's carbon emissions? What about Russia? What about India? What are all these huge producers of carbon emissions going to pay developing countries in reparations? Not a penny, of course. It's a scam. These COP27 globalists in respectable tailored suits are common crooks, and they're thieving from you and I. The criminality of these people is now so pronounced you only have to look at your own payslip for proof. We all know the leading cause of climate change, such as it is human population growth, because the population of India and Africa can't stop churning out kids. If these globalist wrong-uns really cared about saving the planet, they could have taken all the money they've spent on their nauseating vanity project in Sharm el-Sheikh and spent it on condoms to stop these people breeding us all into extinction.